It's Tuesday. Good morning to everybody out there.
That's right. Got to sip some green tea to get the day started. Went to sleep last night watching the Iowa caucus. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really know what the hell is going on with the Iowa caucus. I was talking to my political friends on the phone yesterday and texting them just trying to figure out
what's going on,
exactly what it is. But it has something to do with who's going to be the nominee for each party.
Right.
Whatever.
Hillary won.
She didn't win. It was a tie between her and Bernie Sanders.
They said she won. They said
Ted Cruz won on the Republican side, but it was more so of a virtual tie between Sanders and Clinton.
It's a virtual tie, but I think because of the vote, she got 698, he got 695, so they're saying that she won.
But I don't know what the hell really goes on with those situations, but it's just a fun process to watch.
Yeah, it is.
You know, very fun process to watch.
It is. Shout out to Lil Logan. Lil Logan had a couple games yesterday. He had a JV game and a varsity game. He's 6th grade. He plays on the 8th grade team. He does his damn thing. I'm very, very proud of him. His grades are great. Very good kid. Very proud of that young man. He did his damn thing last night.
He may be in a caucus one day.
He might be in a caucus.
Then we woke up this morning, and it looks like either Kanye West is about to have a threesome or get a divorce. One of the two.
I think more of the threesome than the divorce.
I would say the threesome, especially being that we saw him tweet out last week, me and Kim got the kind of love that can make exes turn to best friends.
Right, Kim Kardashian and Amber Rose both posted a picture of themselves together, like a selfie almost.
An ussy, they would call that.
Ussy.
You would think they'd have a lot in common, though. I mean, because they both get slut-shamed. They both been called sluts and whores. They got the same birthday. They've been in love with the same penis. Like, you would think they'd have a lot in common,
well,
right?
Amber Rose posted the picture. She wrote swingers. And then
Drop one of Clues bombs for Kanye West, if any of this is true. If he can pull this threesome off, we might have to put him up there in the rafters with guys like Peter Guns.
And it looks like Black China was with them, too, because they were in the club. Black China and Amber Rose was in the club together. So
Okay, drop one of Clues bombs for another show that'll be executive produced by the Kardashian clan and Ryan Seacrest.
Dash rules everything around me.
Black China, Rob Kardashian, or Black China, Amber Rose, BFF show, something of that nature. Either way, we're all being hoodwinked and bamboozled, but just remember at the end of the day, it's just all entertainment. Just sit back and enjoy the show. Yeah. That's all. There's something to talk about. Good grist for the mill.
Yep. Now, on today's show, Tank will be joining us. R&B singer Tank.
Never heard of him.
Shut up.
Really? That's my guy.
Really?
Drop one of Clues bombs for Tank. Very entertaining.
R&B singer Tank, his album is out right now. We'll talk to him about all that. Also, TGT, Tyrese, Genuine Tank. Will they have another album?
The Dutta Man, Nino Brown, and G Money. That's what I call TGT.
Well, we'll talk to them in a little bit. But front
New
page
Jack City
news,
reference, kids.
What are we talking about on front page news, G?
Of course, we'll be talking about the Iowa caucuses. That's what everybody's talking about. Who won?
Okay. All that and more. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Let's get JMV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Start off with sports. The Cavs beat the Pacers in overtime. The Pistons beat the Nets. The Hawks beat the Mavericks. The Grizzlies beat the Pelicans. The Thunder beat the Wizards. The Spurs beat the Magic. The Nuggets beat the Raptors. The Jazz beat the Bulls in overtime. And the Kings beat the Bucks. Now let's talk about the Iowa caucus.
Well, Hillary Clinton declared victory against Bernie Sanders. They said, though, it was like almost a tie. Okay, they made a statement on her win in the Iowa caucus. They said she has won the Iowa caucus after thorough reporting and analysis of results. There is no uncertainty, and Secretary Clinton has clearly won the most national and state delegates. But she's breathed a sigh of relief, but that does not mean that it's in the bag for her. Now, some people thought that Trump was the clear winner, but Republican Ted Cruz actually did better than Donald Trump. And in his victory speech, he said, Iowa has sent notice that the Republican nominee and the next president of the United States will not be chosen by the media. Check out what happened in case you missed it.
Iowa has sent notice that the Republican nominee and the next president of the United States will not be chosen by the media, will not be chosen by the Washington establishment, will not be chosen by the lobbyists.
So as I stand here tonight, breathing a big sigh of relief, thank you, Iowa. I will keep doing what I have done my entire life.
We will go on to get the Republican nomination, and we will go on to easily beat Hillary or Bernie or whoever the hell they throw up there.
I wouldn't be breathing no sigh of relief if I was Hillary, because Bernie was on her ass all night long.
Right. Anything could happen now. So it's showing that she's not going to definitely get that vote. So
I've never seen Donald Trump so humble. He was so humble.
he was humble.
He was quiet. But he did say he's going to bounce back next week in New Hampshire. So he feels confident about that.
I don't think so. I think people like, Donald Trump for the ratings. The media likes to keep the cameras on him. But I don't think people are actually going to go out there
and pick
him to be president of the United States of America or the Republican nominee.
Yeah, I'm grateful about that. All right, well, that's front page news. And don't forget, Tank will be joining us in a little bit. But right now, tell them why you're mad. 800-585-1051. If you're upset, you need to vent, call us right now. You need to get something off your chest. Whatever it may be. 800-585-1051. Call us up right now. You can vent so you can have a great day. Call us now. Phone lines are wide open. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
DMX, you know what makes me mad? When ask for the truth, but can't handle the truth, right? Now tell them why you mad on the Breakfast Club, bitches.
I'm mad at Charlamagne's eyebrows. I called once before, but I know what it is about the eyebrows that I don't like.
What is it?
What you don't like about my eyebrows, boo?
I don't like how, right? They're like, they're hella thick, but they're arch perfect. Like,
you gotta thank God for that one.
I don't know if I'm feeling it on their bald head, though. But you know what else I'm mad at? The fact that you guys did not play a Young Josh song. Like, why not?
What song
I've never
is
heard
that?
of Young Josh.
Young Josh don't have no songs. All
He
got
has
is
a platform up here. You wouldn't even know Young Josh if it wasn't for the Breakfast Club.
True.
He just got a bunch of freestyles.
Thank you, Mama. Hello, who's this?
It's Stephon from the Breakfast Club. What's up, y'all?
Hey, Stephon.
Stephon from where?
He's from the Breakfast Club.
I said from Brooklyn. Oh, man.
Are you nervous, Stephon?
tired?
He high. Wake and bake. You high this morning, right?
Tell him why you mad,
Yeah.
Stephon.
I'm mad because, like, I like this girl, but, like, I have, like, a hard time, like, expressing how I feel for, you know, females. So, like, I feel like if I tell her, like, I like her, like, and I want to start something, like, she might just curve me. You know, Valentine's is right away, right around the corner.
Oh, that is the perfect time to tell somebody you like them. Does she have a boyfriend?
Nah, she's single.
Oh, sure appreciate anything that you could do for her for Valentine's Day. That's a great time to express that you have a crush on somebody.
Hey, my brother, let me tell you something. Closed mouth don't get fed and closed mouth don't get head. You better tell that girl you like her.
All right.
All right, let me hear what you're going to say. Practice right now.
Uh-oh.
I should probably say, I like you. I think we should, like...
That's not gonna
Nah, man. This what
Maybe
you
you
tell
should send her
her.
a
This
card.
what you tell her. Repeat after me.
Wait.
No, this what you tell her. Repeat after me, okay?
Okay.
Say Snapchat me that.
Yeah.
You better not say that. You better say nice, give her some flowers, say I want to take you out.
All right, take two. Go again. Go again.
All right. Look, how about, like, a date to IHOP or something?
No.
There you
What's
go.
her name? What's her name? What's her name?
IHOP, baby.
What's her name?
Good eats.
Her name is Goody?
No, her name is, I can't, like...
You what?
Like, Leak.
You don't even know her name?
What's her name, man?
No. Malika.
Malika?
Man, get your goofy ass off
Yo,
the
Malika.
phone, man. You don't deserve no
What
vagina.
school you go to, bro?
I go to Kingsboro.
All right,
All right, she's
Malika
going to
from
think that you're very
Kingsboro.
sweet, that you're nervous.
Yes,
Just be like, listen, I'm really nervous.
He wants to take you out for Valentine's Day.
What's your name? What's your name?
Stephon.
Stephon
What's the
wants to
girl
take you
name?
out.
Malika.
Malika, Stephon wants you to FaceTime him that.
No. No. He wants to take you to IHOP. He wants to have a great romantic dinner with you at IHOP, all right?
All right.
Fruity, fresh and fruity. That's what it's called?
Dinner at IHOP?
Yeah, why not?
No, wait, what about Red Lobster?
Okay, there you go.
I
Red
love
Lobster.
Red
Okay,
Lobster. That lobster is a
all right.
lobster and shrimp.
Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Yum.
Biscuits, good luck, bro.
Cheddar biscuits. Okay.
It's a Rudy Tooty fresh and fruity. That's what it's called.
Oh, okay.
All right, tell them why you're mad. 800-585-1051. If you're upset, you need to vent, call us right now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
We need loose girls, we need drunk girls, we need sloppy girls. We need girls that's just gonna go away. We don't need none of y'all nice girls and then go home. Go away, talk about it, and tell me why you mad. Breakfast Club, for real.
Hi, this is Pink Blush.
Pink blush.
Hey, Pink
Where you
Bush
scrimp at?
Blush.
Oh, I thought you said pink butt.
Where you scrimp at?
No.
Where you scrimp at, Pink blush?
Stop being funny. Good morning.
Where you
Good
from?
morning. What's that Pink Blush?
I'm from Brooklyn.
Okay.
You don't remember me, Angela, but we met before.
Right,
Okay,
how you
yeah.
doing, Pink Blush?
I'm doing good. I'm doing well.
Now, why are you mad this morning?
Because I got a message from one of my boyfriend's side bitches at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, boy.
Whoop, whoop.
And I can't find him. And I'm just sitting here and just waiting. Like,
Well,
where
what
is
did she
he?
say in this
What's going on?
message?
She told me that I'm a stalker. I need to leave him alone.
Okay, so you're his girlfriend. So maybe you're not his girlfriend.
You sound like you the side chick, boo.
I might be the side chick, right? So that's why I'm
You
mad.
definitely are. She definitely told you she's with your boyfriend right now, and please stop calling him.
Oh, really?
You need to figure out who you want to be in life, Amina or Tara.
No, stop it. They're the same person.
What?
Good luck, mama. Don't do nothing crazy, though.
All right, everything is good.
You sound nice and calm. You must got somebody else.
I am calm. I'm upset, but I'm trying to play it off because I'm so bored right now. I'm just really waiting for him to come home.
If you had a job to go to this morning, you wouldn't be thinking about it.
Wait, I do have a job. Excuse me.
Does he live there?
Don't like that.
Does he live with you?
He does.
Oh, he did, you mean?
Did you call him yet or no?
He did.
She's stalking him.
I called him. Yeah, I called him.
You want us to call him?
Yes.
All right, what's his number?
First of all, I don't want to disturb that man when he's with his other woman, okay?
Call him.
That's rude.
Give me, what's his number?
No, what?
We're going to beep out his number. What's his number?
Hold on.
I should have brought your ass home.
No, we're going to talk to him.
I can't believe we interrupting this man while he with his side chick.
He's sleeping.
Person you are trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet.
Oh, yeah, he's cheating.
Yeah, he didn't answer, Mama.
Why
Sorry.
would you leave no message?
Oh, you want to leave a
He
message?
doesn't have a voicemail. It's not set up.
It said the voicemail was not set up.
Yeah, I was going to warn him. I was like, yo, wifey on to you, bro. Don't go home.
Yes, call him.
Act like you're in the hospital.
He
didn't answer, Mama. We tried.
Go to the ER right now, fake the sickness, and call from the hospital.
Y'all play too much.
That's what I was going to tell him.
Good luck, Mama.
I see you in Brooklyn.
Well, hopefully he's all right.
It's all right. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm being all right.
No, I said he's all right. Hopefully he's all right.
Yeah, hopefully he walks
and you know the thing about it is, I went to sleep. I dozed off. You understand? And I'm thinking, like, damn, like, is he all right? You know what I mean? So I'm calling him. I'm like, damn, like, is he okay? You know what I mean?
Something better be wrong.
Like, boys don't even be thinking about that. Like, I'm worried about you.
Hold on. Let's remain positive, baby, okay? He may not be cheating on you. He may be dead.
No, that's not positive. That's not positive.
At least let me kill him first. He can't kill himself.
Oh, my goodness. Goodbye, Mama. Good luck. Don't do nothing crazy.
All right. See you guys later.
No, you have to see us later.
She's so calm. She's crazy.
Tell him why you're mad. 800-585-1051. You got rumors coming up?
Yes, DJ Khaled made a big announcement and find out who is getting divorced, but she had no idea it was about to go down.
Damn it, man. All right. We'll get into all that when we come back. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, don't forget Tank will be joining us in a little bit. But right now, let's get to the rumors. We're talking divorce.
Listen up. It's just in. All the gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
Well, it looks like it's over for Mike Epps and his wife, and it kind of blindsided her. Check out what happened when Mike Epps' estranged wife, Michelle, was approached by TMZ.
So I heard you and Mike filed divorce. Was it a mutual decision, or?
No, it was shocking to me. I didn't know we were separated since the summertime. We've been doing everything a married couple does up until January. Well, I think when I saw him walking down the streets of New York with a mysterious girl,
yes,
I think that was that did it. You think you're in a relationship, and you're being loyal to that person, you think loyalty will always win, but sometimes fame gets to their head, you know?
Hey, Mike Epps' wife, New Year, who this? Okay? It happens, all right? I got to make some changes
They
in the
were
New Year.
together for a really long time.
Long time, right?
Hey, man, the New Year is the perfect time to make these kind of changes, okay? New Year, new wife.
I mean, who knows what was really going on outside of that, but they were married for 10 years.
That's a good little run. She get a nice little check.
What should be a run, man? That's your wife.
Hey, that's a nice little run, man.
It's still, listen, I'm sure it's still
That's a baby. Yeah.
Hey, I look at everything in athletic terms, okay? NFL, NBA, baseball, that's a nice little career you get 10 years in.
Just stop.
Well, here's another breakup that happened. Rock Nation and Rita Ora. Now, Rita Ora was saying she had some issues with Rock Nation. She's saying that they turned their attention to sports and other things, and therefore she feels like she was an orphan.
Well, she should have joined the WNBA.
Because of that. She also got signed when she was 18, so it was back in 2008. She's been there for almost 8 years now, and she's only had one album out. So she actually is suing. Now, Rock Nation files a countersuit. They're saying they spent about $2.3 million on her, and she still has only turned in one album out of the 5 that she was supposed to do. But they're saying that probably is just because they have all kinds of deadlines they have to fulfill. And Jay-Z actually told Rita Ora that she could go and he would let her go, but it's legal things. So according to Rita Ora's lawyer, he doesn't feel like it's really going to be a real lawsuit. They'll settle it.
Now, I like Rita Ora. I think she's a great person. She got a great personality, but she can't be mad at Rock Nation if her music didn't pop off.
Her music didn't pop, and he came up here actually premiered the
music. Yes, I remember when Jay-Z bought Rita Ora up here to Z100.
Mm-hmm. And premiered.
I think she was with Was he with Elvis Duran? I don't remember, but I know he came up here and with her. That don't launch you. I don't know what will.
I think it was Afternoons. I think he did
Afternoons. Oh. What?
Well, she was saying that she turned in a second album. They wouldn't release it. She has all this unreleased
Maybe it was
music.
trash. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I'm just telling you what happened, but hopefully this is all going to be resolved.
But drop one of Clues bombs for Rita Ora's nipples, though, on the front of that magazine. I don't know what magazine that is, but she's out there with her bare breasts. She got some nice-looking nipples.
All right,
nice
DJ
areolas.
Khaled went on Instagram and made a new announcement. He
Speaking
said
of nipples.
there's going to be a new Future album coming out. He said, big cloth alert. Mogul Talk just signed a new deal with Apple Music, We the Best Radio, and TV debuting this Friday. And then he also said world premiering the new Future album this Friday.
Hey, salute to Khaled. I like seeing Khaled win. Khaled comes from the radio cloth. Okay, he's a radio personality at heart, radio DJ at heart. I salute him. Drop one of Clues bombs for Khaled.
And this morning, a couple of hours ago, Amber Rose posted a picture on her Instagram with Kim Kardashian, of all people, and she wrote swingers. And then Kim Kardashian posted that same picture with a different filter, and she put T anyone.
So Kanye West is about to either get a divorce or a threesome. One of the two.
Or they said, you know what, this is great for the press, and that trumps everything.
Listen,
Just squash the problem.
We're all being hoodwinked. We're all being bamboozled. Just enjoy the show. It's
Let's
all
let people
entertainment.
talk. Everybody got things they trying to do and promote.
He said it last week, though. He was like, yo, me and Kim got the kind of love that make exes turn to best friends. So clearly his ex, Amber is about to be their best friend. And listen, I hope Kanye gets a threesome out of all of this between Amber Rose and Kim K. That's kind of winning that life. Right?
I think he won in life. He's very successful. He has 2 kids. I think he's winning.
Well, he won that life, but that's a good swish.
He got the woman that he always wanted.
That's a shot. Okay.
I saw yesterday Kim posted a poll. Do you want the album to be called Swish or do you want it to be called Waves?
Yeah, somebody's confused. Kanye is just confused.
What's going on here?
You got to keep it waves. I mean, you know why you got to keep it waves? Because
you went through all that
you
drama.
went through allegedly having a finger in your butthole.
All the beef.
Because of waves, you got to keep it waves. Okay?
All right, and that is your Rumor Report. I'm Angela Yee.
All right, thank you, Miss Yee. Now, when we come back, R&B singer Tank will be joining us. So we'll kick it with Tank when we come back. Keep it locked. Don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Gold, no role models. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
That's right, the Dunner Man. Tyrese is Nino Brown. Genuine is G Money.
Oh, my goodness.
Tank is here.
Tank is in the building. Well, let's get right to it. TBT, is that going to happen again? What's up with you in Genuine, man?
It ain't nothing.
What's up with him and Genuine?
Genuine.
It was Nino Brown and G Money had a ball in that.
They had a fight outside, and I told them to stay inside and fight, and they wanted to go outside and fight.
But what could they fight about?
Apparently, Genuine doesn't normally get upset.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if he gets upset, if he gets one light-skinned moment, what's the problem?
Okay. All right. So let's create a scenario here. Okay. We're gonna create a scenario. Just you three are TGT.
Okay.
Okay. Y'all come together and say, what? You know what? We're gonna do a group.
Okay.
All right. Now let's get down to the business.
Okay.
How should everything be taken care of in terms of the business? What do you feel is fair?
Everything should be equally. Should be equal across the board.
The only way I say it isn't is if somebody's writing more than somebody else. So obviously you'll get more money because you did more writing.
But let's just be simple. Let's say we're doing a show.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna pay us whatever amount.
Tyrese should get all the money because he was in Fast and Furious.
Well, Genuine dancer.
You and Genuine should get per diem.
But answer the question. How do you feel?
You know what? If you're all in a group and y'all decide to do a group, it should be a third.
I think so. That's just fair.
If y'all decide to do a group. Mm-hmm. Now, if you go into the picture knowing that one artist might be bigger, then you say, okay, we break this down. But if y'all go in as a group, it should be a third.
What do you think?
I think it should be a third.
What do you think?
I think Genuine should get it because he did Pony, and I know Pony make all the white people go crazy.
Man, you are not lying. He has the biggest record.
Yes,
out of all three of us combined.
He has the biggest record of the three of y'all.
The biggest records and the most records sold.
Right.
So I'm just going to say, y'all said, you heard what they said.
Yes.
They said it.
Tyrese definitely don't believe in that.
Man, listen, I can't say who don't believe in it, man. I just say some people, that box office get to a man, and $6 billion in box office.
I was in Transformers and Fast and the Furious.
But on a certain level, you kind of do have to respect it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because his individual bottom line is different from our individual bottom line. I get it. I understand it.
But it's the sacrifice of being in a group.
But it is the sacrifice of being in a group.
And not only that, this is music, not movies. How about tell Tyrese?
But Genuine, he's on the stage the longest. He has the bigger hits.
Don't nobody care about that.
They do when you're doing a performance in the show.
That's prehistoric past stuff, man.
No.
Like I said, thank you. thank you, and thank you. And so we will go back as a group and watch this interview.
So how did
and
it
use
get
this
nasty,
information.
How did it get nasty with those two?
I think the post of us looking for a new member or Genuine saying, I'm not doing it no more, and it kind of just spilled over, right then and right there. And I think that Genuine didn't really feel good about Tyrese making that post. Right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and Tyrese kind of put it out there on the business. It wasn't anything heinous or personal. Just like, hey, G has decided to do his own thing, and it might be just me and T, or we'll figure out if we'll put something else in the group. But just letting everybody know, that type of thing.
That was very public, though.
It was, but I mean, was he wrong in doing that?
Maybe it's something that you handle behind the scenes first, and
but it
probably
was
caught
handled.
Genuine off guard. Like, oh, I didn't know you.
It caught me off guard. The Genuine quit.
Got you.
Okay.
He
didn't just quit in a fit of rage at a moment. Like, you know what? I'm done.
We were TGT, and then all of a sudden a couple text messages went through, and then all of a sudden we weren't. And I was like,
but what happened with you and Tyrese? You and Tyrese were beefing for like...
Tyrese said y'all always get into it.
Yeah, we always get into it.
I remember that because he did this R&B challenge about...
He did the R&B challenge talking about if you're a real R&B pedigree, then I challenge you to do a full R&B album. No features. Just R&B.
He was challenging you?
Everybody. You had to slash Wale off the single.
And I'm like, who are you talking to? Because I got a whole lot of features. These are my friends. These are my guys. I'm not going to stop making music the way I'm making music because you have some type of weird point you want to prove.
And he had a feature on his album.
So Chris Brown doesn't do R&B music?
Right.
Trey Songz doesn't do R&B music?
Yeah.
Like, what are you telling me? That I have to do songs under 60 BPMs in order to be considered R&B music?
I guess it's that traditional R&B,
I'm tired of all these slow
Casey
songs.
Haley.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I'm tired of walking around the stage. I'm tired of walking. I want to turn up. I want to have a good time with music. I want to have fun in my career. I don't want to sing 7 slow songs in a row. Ain't nobody gonna show up for that.
Sounds to us like this TGT thing was a bad idea. That's what it sounds like.
It started off good.
Yeah, but there was a point in Tank when you even said you didn't want to do any more records and all of that.
I was upset. I was pissed.
Yeah, you wanted to be white.
They didn't. No, I said if I was born white. I said if I didn't say I wanted to be white. I said if I was born white, things probably would be different in terms of where the music goes initially.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? And that wasn't a crack on white people. Because what we do know about the Adeles and the Sam Smiths and all that is that their people actually show up. I'm not mad at them. And I'm not mad at the people that do show up for them. I'm just upset that we don't show up for each other.
Right.
We're not missing the crossover. We don't have to cross over. We're in the space we need to be. We just need more support from our own people.
Like, it got to be more than just Essence Music Festival weekend.
We got to have more than that.
Tom Joyner Bull Cruise.
Like, there's no automatic in terms of R&B music. You know what I'm saying? Like, on certain formats of this music, like, it takes 6-7 months to build one record.
Right.
I'm trying to put out an album. I can't sell an album with half a record.
Right.
I can't.
All right, well, we got more with Tank when we come back. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Tiller with Dope. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. We have Tank in the building. Now, Charlamagne?
A lot of people say that Sam Smith sounds like you. I hear that a lot.
I've heard him sing. I mean, he can sing. I wouldn't say he sounds like me.
Yeah.
Maybe something is reminiscent of his style. But he doesn't. We don't sound alike.
Nobody tapped you to write for like Sam Smith or anything like that.
No. I like him. I'm not mad at none of these artists. I've changed my song. The angry song is gone. I no longer have that song.
Gotcha.
If they're not going to play these records, then what kind of records are they playing? What kind of records will they play from Tank? Okay, now let me go in the lab because I am smart. I do understand the music business, and let me create records that they will play.
But isn't that kind of whack, though? Because, like, you're conforming to the game instead of, like, letting the game conform to you.
No.
It's like let me go out there and get Mustard do the beat, get Future on the hook.
I'll tell you, like,
from Chris Brown.
I'll give you an example. Usher's song, Yeah.
Right.
Only one like it on the album. But guess what that one song did?
Radio.
Yeah.
It brought 30,000 people into an arena so that he could sing R&B.
Right.
True.
One song. The rest of that entire album was completely R&B out. That one turn-up record. We need a commercial. R&B music needs a better commercial, a better setup. I can have my R&B songs. The base of what I am is what it is. But in order to get the people in the building, I have to do something that's going to attract more people. It's nothing wrong with being smart and making a radio record.
That's the business
That's
side
the
of it.
business of it.
But even in 2016, you still think you need radio records?
Apparently.
I think you need a record for the masses.
It would be better if you did.
It doesn't have to be 100 BPM. It doesn't have to be fast record, right?
But you need something. You need something completely relatable. Like, cause I'm a singer. Like, I can go off into my singing and nobody will understand nothing I'm doing. I've had people even say, he can't even sing like that. I'm like, are you serious? Because they don't even understand. They can't even process what I'm doing because that's that's just not what today is.
Prove it.
I'm not giving you that for free. We just had this TGT conversation. We just had that.
So that's because you think if you were white, you think that Tank would be bigger. If Tank was a white male artist with the same music, you think you'd be bigger?
Let me not speak to the size of what it would be, Pauls. Well, what I can say is that my opportunities would be different.
Okay.
Let's go back to Sam Smith. A ballad, Stay With Me. It goes straight to power stations.
But it was a hot record, though.
It was a ballad. I've had 8 hot ballads.
Right.
Allegedly. Who are they hot to?
You like I don't know. I just know that there's a difference. And the difference is not their fault.
Right.
It's our fault.
So what about the black artists who do pop off, like The Weeknd? The Weeknd's all over pop radio. He's got mad songs on Billboard. He's super black with dreadlocks. Get profiled anywhere in America.
Awesome cosign.
How do you explain him?
Awesome cosign.
Who's the cosign?
Drake.
Oh. Awesome. You can't beat that.
Right.
You cannot beat
So
that.
is it about the color or the cosign? Like, which one is it?
It's about a few things. Come on, this business is based on a few different key factors that could push you into a bunch of cool different spaces.
Gotcha.
Would we really know The Weeknd if he wasn't on the Drake records, if he hadn't written those songs on the Drake album? Like, The Weeknd, although he's dope, let me put that out there. I bought his album. I love his music. He's still an acquired taste. It's still something a little different about him.
We might not have been exposed to him at all.
He's different, and so he got exposed on a major level.
Right.
His exposure wasn't a creep in, and he wasn't tiptoeing into the,
Okay, what about,
he jumped straight into the deep end of the pool.
What about Miguel with the Door? Because Miguel had been out already.
Miguel had been grinding already.
Yeah. And the Door took off.
Miguel had been grinding for years. Miguel had been grinding, what's the first record? I love you to go. All I need is you. He grinded that record out for like 2 years.
Right.
Before that record even popped for him. So by that time, he had put in so much good work. By the time he came out with Adorn, which was a complete smash.
And a ballad. That was a ballad, right?
No,
that's not a ballad?
it's like a mid up.
Okay.
It's like an 80 BPM.
Yeah. He had already put in the work.
All right.
But he didn't splash into the deep end. Like, he was stepping his feet into the kiddie pool, and he had to work his way into that.
Why do you think you haven't popped as much as an artist?
Yeah, what is Tank missing?
What is Tank missing? Because you make great music, but it just seems like Tank is just hasn't jumped over yet.
I wasn't doing mainstream music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was very content in my talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can sing better than everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take my shirt off.
Oh,
you know
one of those. I know those type.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
the real talented ones?
We get stuck into that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to do all that. Look at his lights. He got lights. He got dancers. Him got dancers. I don't need all that. Turn it on. Let me fire it up in here.
Come here with my
you know what I'm saying?
oil my chest.
Oh, my chest up. You know.
So what changed you?
That rant that I said myself, I had to go back and read it myself. And ask myself, so what is the problem? Because complaining about it ain't gonna get no record play. Right. It ain't gonna make me come in here and y'all play a record for me just complaining about it. That's nothing. That's just talk on the gram. What is gonna make people play my record? And instead of crying or being mad about it, I'm gonna do something about it. I'm gonna go back in the lab. I write and produce music. That's what I do for a living. That's my job. If I can't make records that the radio will play, then I shouldn't be here. So I went back in and changed the temperature myself. When he cooked up some new dishes myself and made it undeniable. That's 2016. That's the new word for 2016. I made myself undeniable. You're going to play something, whether you like it or not.
That sounds like rape. Can't rape the radio.
You can't rape the radio.
I wanted to dive in there with you, but I'm just not gonna do it. It's so much going. I mean, we always have one exchange that's questionable, and I thought that was the one. I'm not gonna do it.
The album is Sex, Love, and Pain.
Yes.
Stay away from it, Tay.
I'm not gonna.
Stay away from it.
What's the pain part?
The pain is the thing that stimulates growth.
Gotcha.
Pain exists in everything that we're trying to do. Them putting this building up, it failed a few times before they got it right. You know what I'm saying? But once they got it right, here we are in this beautiful place doing what we love to do.
All right, we got more with Tank when we come back. Matter of fact, let's get into a Tank joint. This is featuring Chris Brown and his artist Saya. It's called Birthday, and it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Brown. Now, the album is out right now. It's called Sex, Love, and Pain 2. Now, speaking of pain, the big topic of the week was...
Oh, God.
Stop it.
Amber Rose sticking a finger up Kanye West. Sheesh.
No utensils. No utensils in the salad.
Okay.
No utensils in the salad.
That can go into the pain category, though.
Yeah, it does. It does. You got to have your hands behind your back. Okay? You got to be here. Okay. You're going to rock with me. You got to, this real Bob for Apples type. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't mind. I don't mind putting my legs up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's okay.
So you don't mind tongue action?
Not at all.
Man,
come on, man. Come on, man.
Get up. Brothers in here keeping it 100. We ain't got to see, Tank. We ain't got to see.
Down.
Put your Tank, I try to tell them all the time. If a girl eats, you never talk bad about you.
You got to have your hands free just in case she get tricky.
Get them fingers out the way. There you go.
Get up.
But can a tongue feel like a finger?
No, it can't. A tongue ain't a finger.
Goodness.
It's just not.
I don't know why
you
dudes act like
there's
a problem with that.
Because they don't know. They weren't raised the right way. Okay? I was a young man with an older woman.
There you go.
And she put me on the thing.
There you go.
That's what happened with 50 and Vivica. He said that she was older. She tried to turn him out.
That's right.
Yeah. And I still remember the first time.
Tell us, how old were you, Tank?
You see
me smiling?
How old were you?
I was 18.
And how old was she?
She was 26.
And how did it go down?
I had an Isuzu Rodeo.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Right? And the Isuzu Rodeo. And she was like, get in the back. I want to try something. I was like, huh?
An Isuzu. Okay.
Don't hate on my Isuzu Rodeo. It was blue.
It was a car for everybody out there.
Yeah, it was blue. It was the first real thug SUV.
That's right.
Was it summer or winter?
It was summer.
So you riding around with mud butt, ain't even taking no
Not
shower.
yet. Let me finish my story. Okay. So she's like, get in the back, I want to try something. Because, we had always, did a little thing in the car, got down, you know what I'm saying, got extra saucy. And so she's like, I want to show you something. I was like, all right, cool, show me something, you know some things. And she's like, take your pants off. I was like, all right, take my pants off. Take your trousers off, take my trousers off. And she said, put your legs up. I was like, I'm not putting my legs up.
Slow down.
I put my legs. Just put your legs up. I'm not putting my legs up. Because I'm in the back, and she want me to put my legs up on both the headrests. I'm not putting my legs up.
Wow.
Because I don't know where this is going. I don't know where this is going. Like you might have something hiding up your sleeve. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where this is going. She said, trust me, I love you. I wouldn't do nothing. I said, listen, man, don't be playing. Don't play. I put my legs up, and it felt, I felt compromising. It felt compromising at first, and it was tickling at first. Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
About like 10 minutes later, get it.
Do you request it?
Get in there. Get it. So I was spreading the cheeks for them. Get it all the way in. Huh?
Do you request it now?
No, I don't request it.
I don't think a guy can really ask
I don't think you can be in the club, you know what I'm saying? Look, I'm gonna let you eat this later, you know what I'm saying? If you really you show up the right way, I'm gonna let you get to this.
But the problem is, what if you've been out all day? She did that in the car, not at home after you.
No, I wasn't out all day. I just to preface it, I took in the shower. I was going to pick her up.
Oh, okay. So you just got
fresh. Oh no, I was fresh.
Booty was clean.
Oh, thank God.
Right.
Yeah, I don't play with that mud butt.
No girl can ever talk about you after she eats your butt. Anytime she gets slicker, so what? You ate my butt, though.
Did that mean you had to retaliate?
Well, I had already been dabbling.
Oh, you already did that. Okay.
I did that way before.
Yeah, I was advanced in where my face had been.
18.
I was early. I was
dabbling.
Yeah, I had already.
Yo, these guys are crazy.
Relationship goals.
Dabbing.
When I'm dabbing, that's what I'm doing. I don't know what Cam and all them is doing, but when I'm dabbing, that's what I'm doing.
You guys are really popularizing this whole movement.
I don't know why it's so brand new. I don't understand.
It's been going around.
It's been.
Yeah.
I mean, now the finger thing, I can't really speak
I
to
think
that.
that's just a step away, though. I mean, maybe
It's not a step away. So you're saying that anything done within the heterosexual space should be legal?
Yeah, it's legal.
So you want to put fingers?
I
You
don't
want to put some
want
fingers
to.
in?
She said
You want
legal.
I don't want to. I don't see a problem with it. If a guy
illegal.
likes it,
Homosexuality is not illegal.
No, I mean, I'm not saying.
You know that's going to be the headline. Hank says homosexuality is illegal.
No, I'm saying.
I'm not saying. I wouldn't look at a guy and be like.
I'm not saying that.
Because I know plenty of girls that have stuck their finger in guys, and I don't look at the guys like, oh, he's gay because of that. Because it's a girl. His girl did it.
Well, I don't look at Kanye and say he's gay either.
Right.
I just think it's different. It's just not
we don't know if Kanye likes that. This is okay.
It's all speculation. Exactly. It's all speculation.
Yeah.
I'm just saying for me.
You wouldn't be like, wow, Kanye's gay. Swish.
For me, you so silly. For me and my salad, no utensil.
Okay. Let's. I got another question, but I just want to stop that.
Okay. Back to relationship goals.
Congratulations on the child.
Thank you so much. Zion is 1.
You just had a kid?
He's 1 year old, and we can't hold him down. He's jumping out of all the cribs, all the packing plays.
I seen a video when he climbed out of there.
Full goon.
He was out.
He's out. He's fighting. He's being disrespectful.
But you ain't gonna get married, man. You gonna get married soon?
He said,
No, yeah, I thought I heard him say that. I'm just letting the Lord.
The Lord.
Yeah. I'm just letting.
Tell you when it's time.
The Lord always tells me when it's time to do something.
Yeah.
Marriage is for real. All right, and I don't plan. I've been married before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so I'm not playing with it. We're making steps in the right direction. And I
so
think
you just had a
that's what's
surprise
important.
birthday party that she threw for you.
I did, and she did her thing. 2 things I don't do. I don't cry and I don't get surprised. And I did both within the first 30 seconds.
Damn. You might do that third thing next.
Walking into that. See, there you go.
What's that third thing? That finger in that butt?
Finger in your ass. Why she do these? That third thing. If I'm taking this many, all right. How did I get that loose? How was so loose?
What happened to that gay pastor that was sending you crazy stuff on Instagram?
I don't know what happened to him, man. We need to figure out where he is. Where is he now? He that sendeth.
You knew he was a pastor?
I knew he was in the church because I went to his page.
Yeah.
And he was on the page shouting and preaching and giving a word. And I was like, man, but you on my page, pulling it out.
What, he was sending you DMs?
He sent me DMs. He's sliding in my DMs early. This was way before sliding in DMs was fashionable.
Yeah.
He was in there early. I don't know what gave him, any type of inkling or idea that I would like that.
Right.
He sent it to me like, oh, yeah, Tank gonna love this.
Well,
you don't think it was a mistake, maybe?
No.
He had
you
your name
cannot send 2 or 3 DM mistakes.
Well, he's going to love this interview.
Oh, yeah, no, he's back popping now. He back popping. But hold on, this was funny. When I exposed him, everybody like, why would you expose somebody like that? You need to just pray for him. No, you don't need to just see that's the problem.
I agree.
That's the problem. We just need to pray. No, somebody needs to do something about it. Because as soon as I said something, about 8 or 9 other people came out and said, I'm so glad you said something because this guy has been sending me DMs for I don't know how long.
That's crazy.
Damn. He was a youth pastor or something.
Yeah, he was something like that.
Now, that's somebody you definitely have to say something about.
You got to say something. Oh, you should just pray for him. That's why I don't deal with y'all no way. That's why you
Well, the album Tank, Sex, Love, and Pain 2 is out. It says executive produced by Genuine, so it's out right now.
They don't say no damn Genuine. I'm like, what?
We are way cooler than that. Let me show you something special on this album. Look on the back of this album, okay? Let me show you something. You see where that Atlantic record sign is?
Yes, sir.
You see right under that? You see what that says?
R&B Money?
That says R&B Money.
That's your label.
That's mine.
Okay.
Okay, that's me. Okay? I own that. Okay? I don't borrow from the store. Just pay me what you owe me.
All right.
All right?
There you have it. Tank, Sex, Love, and Pain 2 is in stores right now. Make sure you pick it up. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Drake, morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to the rumors and talk Khloe Kardashian.
Listen up. It's just in. All the gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
Well, keeping up with the Kardashians, interesting topic came up. Khloe Kardashian was being called Chloe Blowy, and she actually had to say the reason why she was never Chloe Blowy when she was younger. Check out what she said.
Being fat really saved me from being a whore in life, though, you guys. Being fat and then being married. Like, I respect Lamar because he still likes me fat, which is like, I appreciate that.
That's what his hold has been on for you this whole time?
That's a big deal when a cool person likes you at your worst.
Oh, I get it. She's saying that being that she was fat, nobody ever tried to kick it to her, so
and
she
that
wasn't
is
getting
such
none.
a lie.
She wasn't getting none, right.
She also said, I'm the fat one. Who's going to want to get oral from the fat girl? You know how many guys want to get oral from fat girls? Now, I tested that.
No.
I asked a couple of people. Guys were telling me when they were in high school, I don't think a guy's going to turn it down because
I mean,
fat. That's not going to happen.
when you were younger and you didn't know no better, if that was your only option, yes. But most of the time, guys have other options other than the big girls. No disrespect to the big girls out there, but I'm just saying.
Guys are not turning down oral.
I thought she meant like, you know, because she was fat. If she was fat and you did sleep with a lot of men, nobody would believe you when you say you slept with them, and nobody would admit to sleeping with you, so did it really happen?
She was saying nobody wanted her because she was big. And
that was true.
I agree with her. I don't know what to tell you. I agree with her.
True.
I agree with her.
That was true.
I'm sure it's some big girl out there listening right now talking about, what you talking about, Charlamagne? I guess mine. Guys love my big ass.
Sexy.
But the reality of the situation is no.
I don't know about you guys and your standards at your young age when you started having sex. I don't feel like y'all had the highest.
I've had sex with one fat girl in my whole life, and that's after I did a weekend in jail.
Okay.
And I was like,
there's a guy coming out of jail every day,
years
Charlamagne.
old.
And that's the first person you see.
Exactly. And I ain't defecate all weekend.
I don't believe that.
And one, her name was Big Fat, and her name actually was Nasty Fat Nasty. That's what we used to call her.
Nasty.
By the way.
You had sex with Nasty Fat Nasty?
Yep. She used to drive a Honda Accord.
Anyway.
And that's what she had on the front of her Honda Accord airbrush.
Now let's talk about Megan Good. She has a new book coming out.
Country ass.
With her husband. And it's about their journey into getting married. The Wait, a powerful practice for finding the love of your life and the life you love. Actually, she was celibate for 2 years until she got married to her husband. And
she stopped smoking cigarettes.
He was celibate for 10 years before they ended up getting married. Now, she said she had a bunch of romantic liaisons throughout her teens and early 20s, including Lil Wayne, 50 Cent, Nick Cannon, Jamie Foxx, former Kansas City Chiefs running back Thomas Jones.
Damn.
But then she said...
Drop on the clues bomb for all those men that had sex with Megan Good, you lucky bastard.
But then she said one of her boyfriends cheated on her, and that's what made her consider celibacy. She said, I no longer wanted to be a girlfriend. I wanted a husband. And she met her husband while filming Jumping the Broom and became close to him and found out he was celibate as well. She said when things got too hot and heavy, she would stop and walk away and say, let's go get lunch. Let's get out of the house and do something different.
Listen, if you celibate but you still smoke cigarettes, your celibacy is null and void. Remember that club we used to go to, Envy, and it was like a hookah lounge? And one night Megan Good was in there.
Was it vintage? No,
I don't remember.
Yeah, I remember.
I just remember it was a hookah lounge and she was in there smoking this long-ass cigarette. And I just thought that was so disgusting.
Let me tell you.
Fine-ass smoking cigarettes in a hookah lounge.
Charlamagne never goes out. He found out she was hosting. He was like, I'm coming.
Because Megan Good was there?
And then he seen her smoking that long-ass cigarette. He was turned
like
off.
All-Star Weekend for him.
I was going to shoot my shot.
He was so turned off. He was like, yo, she's smoking a cigarette.
I was like, ugh.
You could have hit up my boy Killer Touch. He hangs out with Megan Good all the time.
For real?
Mm-hmm. All right. Now let's talk about...
She's not about nothing now.
Not like that. That's her friend. Now let's talk about the RIAA, the Recording Industry Association of America. They've changed the rules. They said that streaming sales will now count towards singles and album certification process. So that change made 17 albums either platinum or gold automatically. Pretty interesting. The Weeknd's album is now certified double platinum.
All right.
Kendrick's To Pimp a Butterfly is platinum.
Congrats.
Michael Jackson's Thriller is now 32 times platinum.
Yeah, you don't
wow.
Now, my boy Top Dog from TDE, Kendrick's label, he will not acknowledge that achievement. He said, we don't stand behind this RIAA BS. Old school rules apply. 1 million albums sold is platinum. Until we reach that number, save all the congrats.
Top Dog. Listen, it's 2016, bro. Like, come on.
I get what you're saying. But he got to change with the times.
Exactly.
Old school rules don't have to apply. They changed the rules. Top, it's okay.
The street is.
Jesus Christ.
Stop the street rules apply.
Stop it, Top. Grow up.
I need to see a million.
Well, I tell you who's happy. Big Sean posted that he's platinum. And he was thanking everybody for that. So
and Wale, our guy Wale is gold.
Dark Sky Paradise. Yes, Wale's Ambition album is gold
Gotta
now.
keep Wale from killing himself.
Stop it. For real, past that.
All right, and that is your Rumor Report. I'm Angela Yee.
All right, Miss G. Now, Charlamagne.
Yes.
So you giving the donkey too?
Listen, donkey today. Listen, DeMarcus Cousins needs to come to the front of the congregation.
Oh, gosh.
I'd like to have a word with him, okay?
All right.
We are not the only culture in the world, people. All right? Please, let's talk to DeMarcus Cousins this morning.
All right. We'll get into that when we come back. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Charlamagne say the gang, don't get other Charlamagne.
You are a donkey. It's time for Donkey of the Day.
Donkey of the Day does not discriminate.
I might not have the song of the day, but I got the Donkey of the Day.
So if you ever feel I need to be a donkey, man, hit it with the heel.
Yes, the Breakfast Club, bitches.
Who's Donkey of the Day today?
Well, Donkey of the Day for Tuesday, February 2nd goes to DeMarcus Cousins of the Sacramento Kings. Now, last week, I think it was last week, I don't know, I get the days mixed up. Stacey Dash made those comments about BET and Black History Month. You remember those comments? Mm-hmm. You know, where she said that we need to get rid of Black History Month and BET. Well, I disagree with those comments because the beauty of America is the cultural diversity of America. It's black here, whites here, Jewish people here, Italians here, Hispanics, Italians, of course, the Native Americans, Asians. The list goes on and on. We have all these nationalities, all these races here in America. And yes, we are all Americans, but we have other cultures here too, and the other cultures should be allowed to celebrate their individual cultures. You know, whether it's with niche programming on TV or people having their own months to celebrate their heritage, doesn't matter. Let people rep their set. Now, what's beautiful about this is that as Americans, it's all inclusive. One of the best nights of my life was hanging out with my Italian homie, Tom Scalpi, and he took me to the feast in Little Italy here in New York. We had an amazing time. I liked it. You know, I love kicking it with the Italians and seeing how they get down during the feast. And that's just one of the beautiful things about America. I can experience other people's cultures, but I wouldn't get that opportunity if we got rid of the niche stuff like Stacey Dash wants to do. Not only should we not get rid of it, we should make it our duty to embrace other people in America and step outside of our comfort zones and get to see what's going on in other people's worlds, because if we do that, we can avoid mistakes like the one DeMarcus Cousins made last night. Now, February 8th starts the Chinese New Year. You know how I know this? Because Angela Yee
says it all the time.
Exactly.
I don't say it all the time.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
This week.
No, you don't.
You've been saying it for the past 5 years around this time, okay?
Yes, absolutely.
Every January. Exactly.
Yes.
Every year, Angela Yee gets excited, and
I get my red envelopes with money.
Literally every day. What are we doing for Chinese New Year?
I'm having a dinner.
She reps her set, as she should, okay? Mm-hmm. I also know that this Chinese New Year is the year of the monkey, right?
Mm-hmm. Red fire monkey.
What does that mean exactly?
It's going to be a very lucky year for certain people, but it depends on what your sign is, what year you were born in. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, see, you learned something new today, kid. Mm-hmm. Well, clearly, since Chinese New Year starts next week, right, the 8th, mm-hmm. The Sacramento Kings decided to commemorate the Chinese New Year by giving away black T-shirts with a purple monkey on the front. Why wouldn't they? California has one of the largest Asian American populations in the country. Let me rep for the people who come here to support the games. I'm sure that's their mentality. Well, DeMarcus Cousins clearly knows nothing about the Chinese New Year, because since yesterday was the first day of Black History Month, DeMarcus said he found the T-shirts with the monkey on the front racially insensitive.
Oh, boy.
And he complained about it to the Sacramento Kings, so the Sacramento Kings canceled the T-shirt giveaway. They had all the T-shirts already on all the seats, but they had to remove them because DeMarcus Cousins was bitching. Now, if you don't know, porch monkey has been used as a racial slur towards blacks for years, but in this context, DeMarcus, you had nothing to be offended about. In fact, I'm offended that you don't respect the culture of others enough to allow this to happen. Now, if you initially were offended and then asked someone, yo, what's up with all these monkeys on the shirts? After someone explains to you,
it's the year of the monkey.
After they explain it to you, then you should simply say, oh, I get it, and go back to practicing free throws. It's Chinese New Year, the year of the monkey. The same way you want people to recognize your Black Heritage this month, Asian Americans want to celebrate and get their heritage recognized too. And you took that away from them, DeMarcus, simply because you don't know any better. Okay? Everything ain't racism, bruh. What you should have been pissed off about is that your Sacramento Kings aren't giving out T-shirts to celebrate Black History Month. If you cared so much, you should have talked to the director of basketball operations about making sure Black History Month was properly recognized with T-shirts as well. Look, DeMarcus Cousins, you are not entitled to your opinion, okay? You are entitled to your informed opinion. All right, no one is entitled to be ignorant. This, my friend, is ignorant. You felt like the monkeys were racially insensitive because you didn't know any better. Once someone told you what the monkeys meant, once you were informed, you should have respected the Chinese heritage the same way you would want someone to respect yours. But instead, once you were informed, you decided to be sincerely ignorant and consciously stupid? And in the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., nothing in the world is more dangerous than sincere ignorance and conscious stupidity. DeMarcus, you sound stupid as hell. You sound as stupid as white people who thought Cam Newton dabbing had something to do with games. Okay? DeMarcus Cousins, we aren't the only culture in the world, all right? You need to apologize to Asian Americans. Let the Kings do their T-shirt giveaway, and then go eat some dim sum and some duck sliders with your Asian American fan base, okay? Give DeMarcus Cousins the biggest hee-haw, please.
By the way, if you were born in the year of the goat, this would be a very lucky year for you.
What's the year of the goat?
The year of the goat?
What's the year of the goat?
It's right before the year of the monkey.
So it's not lucky for the year of the monkeys?
For the goats, it'll be the luckiest.
Oh,
your monkey will be all right. You have to be very careful with your finances.
If you're born in the year of the monkey.
Yes.
Do they call the people that are born in the year of the monkey monkeys?
No, they were just born in the year of the monkey.
This guy right here. All right, thank you for that dog here today. Now, when we come back, now Kim K and Amber Rose posted a pic together. They were out together in the club last night. They posted this picture. So let's ask the question. 800-585-1051. Would you let your wife or your husband be friends with your ex? That is the question.
Hell no, Shorty.
800-585-1051. Would you let your wife or husband be friends with their ex?
This is a different type of circumstance, though, because this threesome would be amazing.
Hell no. Call us up right now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Jay-Z Encore Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, Kim K and Amber Rose posted a pic last night. They were in the club with each other, Yee?
Yes, they were.
Black China was there, too. How come she ain't in that pic?
I don't know if the picture was taken at the club, but I know that Black China was at the club with Amber after that.
Black China would have cheapened the value of that pic. I mean,
But she's a Kardashian almost.
A bunch of sites would have posted it like Amber Rose, Kim Kardashian, and other. And then somebody else would have been like, no, that's Rob's girlfriend. And they just put Rob's girlfriend, Tiger's baby mama.
All right. Well, the question is, would you let your wife be friends with your ex? 800-585-1051. Me personally, no. Not gonna happen. I don't want them talking to each other because the ex might still want you. She might be hating. She might do anything to throw a curveball in your relationship. So no, your ex is the past. We don't need to talk anymore.
There's absolutely no reason for your wife to be friends with your ex unless your ex has a child from you and you want them to be cordial for the kid's sake. Now, in the case of Amber Rose and Kim Kardashian, this is a different case because I would definitely love to get that threesome popping. And when Kanye West tweeted out last week that him and Kim have the type of love that can make exes turn into best friends, I looked at that and I saw through what he was trying to say. And I said, oh, he's going to try to get this threesome popping.
That's too messy. That's like your wife has a ex. Would you want to be friends with him?
Yeah, no, but it's different. It's Amber Rose and Kim Kardashian. See, we're looking at it from just regular
20
people.
fingers are better than 10, some people say.
But we're looking at it through a regular people lens. Like, look at Amber Rose and Kim K. That's a blessing from God. If you ended up in the middle of that threesome, you would have to look to the heavens and say, Lord, thank you. I don't know what I did.
Well, what about all them showers Kanye said he needed?
Well, they can all take them together.
My God. What about you, Yee?
I think it depends if it was over like years and years and years ago and she had moved on and he had moved on with me.
So you could be friends with
I don't know if we would be friends, but I could be cordial.
You don't love that man, eh?
Listen,
I'll be cordial. Hey, how you doing? We're not going to hang out, but I could be cordial. I don't have a problem as long as you're not disrespectful.
I wonder how many selfies they took before they decided to picture the post.
They had to take at least 40 of them.
And I wonder how long it took for them to come up with a caption. Amber Rose's caption was swingers. Kim's caption was T anyone. I bet you it took them at least 2 hours to come up with both those captions.
My goodness. Let's go to the phone lines. Hello, who's this?
Yo, what's up, man? Zach.
Would you let your wife be friends with your ex, man?
No, emphatically no.
Why you laugh like that?
That's the way I laugh. But no, honestly, why, man? You know what's going to happen? You're going to end up contriving, getting into some kind of issue, and I'm going to be on blast. Better off keep everything in the past. Move forward, fresh in the future.
You don't want them to speak ever, because they be talking about you. And then
especially if I got all these in-the-closet secrets like Kanye West.
Like you like fingers in your booty. Okay, I see you, boo-boo.
I mean, think about it, though. If you got two girls in your life that have put fingers in your butt, shouldn't you get them all together and be cool so they keep the secrets amongst each other?
No, but rather they all want to put their fingers in your butt at one time.
You wouldn't let Kim and Amber stick a finger in your butt if you can have a threesome with both of them?
No!
Charlamagne word, right?
You damn right.
Up to the knuckles? Up to the knuckles?
Hey, Charlamagne got fingered in his butt. Yeah, by Kim K and Amber Rose at the same damn time. Cue Future.
This guy's disgusting. Hello, who's this?
What's up, man? This is boy Hamdi, man. How y'all doing?
What's up, bro? Now, would you let your wife be cool with your ex?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Hey, man, it's lovely, man. If my ex and my girl can get along, man, it'd be the best thing in the world.
Okay. Why is that? Why would that be the best thing in the world? You all got kids together?
Hell, no, we don't have no kids.
So why you want them to get along?
Well, because, hey, 2 is always better than 1 if you ask me.
Yo, these laughs are crazy. Thank you, bro. 800-585-1051. The question is, would you let your wife or would you let your husband be friends with your ex? Call us up right now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Weekend in the Hills. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, the question is, would you let your wife or your husband be friends with your ex? Now, I say no. Charlamagne says maybe.
No. I said no, unless the ex has kids with me. You know what I mean? Then I would want them to be cool for the kids' sake. But this is a special case because it's Amber Rose and Kim Kardashian. Like, who wouldn't want to try to get that threesome popping off? Remember, we was in here talking earlier. I'm like, hell, how many strokes would it take in a Kim K. Amber Rose threesome?
My goodness.
I'm giving myself 7.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, what up? It's D.
Now, B, would you let your wife be friends with your ex?
Hello?
Nah, man. Nah. Yeah, nah. That ain't gonna happen. You know, like, then they start talking, and next thing you know, they start putting together little stories about, oh, he does this, he does that. I don't need that type of problem.
All right, thank you, bro. Hello, who's this?
What's up, Envy? This is good from Flint, man. What's going on, boss?
What's up from Flint? How's everything out there? How's the water out there, man? You got bottles and cases and stuff?
Man, I got a couple of them, man. But, you know, I appreciate the bottles and stuff, but I'd rather for them to just fix the piping. You know what I'm saying? Why they keep sending... I mean, the bottles, they going to help, the bottles of water, but what we going to do for the next 3 years, just continue drinking bottled water, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then everybody steady complaining. I mean, I'm thankful for what everybody's doing, but just man up, just at least come out and answer the questions. Russell could come out and answer questions, and everybody else, why you can't just sit down with the people and just answer the questions? That's just show some remorse. You know what I'm saying? Act like you care. You know, if you ain't gonna do that, fix the piping. At least just talk to the people and just hear their voices.
Well, I'm sorry for you, bro.
Yeah, no,
we continue to pray for you, man.
That's what's up, Envy, man. I appreciate it, man.
Now the question is, would you let your wife be friends with your ex?
Oh, no, that's a no.
It's not gonna happen.
Why not?
Cause, man, she's letting know. No, that's a no right there. You playing with fire, man. You trying to, I don't know, man. No, I can't do that.
So I guess y'all had a bad breakup, you and your ex.
Yeah, we can't do that. Plus, you know, that's gonna be a cat fight right there. They gonna end up fighting. I don't like how that's gonna end.
All right, bro. Thank you, man.
I appreciate it, Envy.
Hello, who's this?
This is Truehead from Tucson, Arizona. How y'all doing?
What's up, bro? Now, we're talking about, would you let your wife be friends with your ex?
Hell to the mother. No.
Not gonna happen?
No, hell no, man. That'd be a problem, bro.
Why would it? Listen, I don't see the need for it either unless the ex has kids with you. Or unless she's as fine as Amber Rose and your new baby is as fine as Kim K.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, man, what matters is if you have kids with your ex, of course you're going to have to get along with your woman. But if there's no kids, man, this is going to be more drama for you, bro. Save yourself the drama and the headache, man.
Okay. Thank you, bro.
No problem. Y'all have a good one. I just want to let y'all know y'all the best in the world, man, in the morning.
Thank you, brother. We trying, man. God is good.
Now, what's the moral of the story?
The moral of the story is Kanye West is either going to get him a divorce or a threesome. Drop on the clues bombs for Kanye West, damn it.
Not if he gets a divorce.
I don't see no problem with him trying to bring this whole situation together.
That just seems messy.
I'm all for it. You might have to put Kanye's jersey in the Raptors with Peter Guns if he pulls this one off.
My goodness. Yeah, we got rumors coming up.
Yes, we will talk about Rob Kardashian and Blac Chyna, what the Kardashians are saying about Blac Chyna and a possible relapse for Rob. Also, who bought a $3.5 million car? And Damon John gives more advice on what changed his life and helped make him rich.
Okay, all that and more. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Everybody, it's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Now let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Black Rob.
Listen up. All the gossip. The Rumor Report. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
We're not actually Black Rob.
I hate how you say black. I'm going to fight you. I really do.
What's wrong with black?
Because you're beige in the way you say it.
Rob Kardashian and Blac Chyna is what we are talking about.
Whoa! Black Rob.
Now, allegedly, according to the Kardashian side of things, they feel like he might be suffering from a relapse because Blac Chyna's around. Now, you know, she was arrested previously. She was in Austin, drunk, getting on her flight. And allegedly they found ecstasy pills in her sunglasses case, according to the cops. So the family's concerned. They feel like his life is in danger because he's not taking his diabetes medication. And they think that Blac Chyna and Rob are now using drugs. Or they planted this story, so we would think that.
Well, if you're going to use a drug, man, use something like crack or coke because it'll make you skinnier, Rob. Don't, do the ecstasy thing.
Anyway, let's talk about Damon John. Now, he talked about when he was 14 years old, he had dyslexia. He wasn't diagnosed with it yet. But he knew he struggled with reading, and then he said his main takeaway he had as a kid, he said, was to stop telling himself everything he didn't want to be and focus on what he did want. And that mindset is what actually helped him be successful. He said it helped him when he was in his early 20s to turn FUBU from a project with friends into a multi-million-dollar business. He said, I would write something down, think about it, visualize it, and work my way toward it. So he said he keeps a running list of about 7 goals at a time. He writes it on a piece of paper. Each goal has an expiration date and a couple of lines detailing how to achieve it. And then he always has a health goal, family goal, business goal, relationship goal, and philanthropy goal. It's very specific and positive language. And he said he reads his list when he wakes up and before he goes to sleep. So it's the first and last things that he thinks about.
I just want to say that I've been doing that for a decade or better. I always write down my long-term goals and my short-term goals, and it is very scary when you look back on your list and realize, wow, I did that.
I accomplished all the things I
wanted.
I did that.
All right.
Praise be to God, he's so good.
Speaking of goals, DJ Envy, you see that Floyd Mayweather is buying a new car.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what is this car? The Chiron?
It's a Bugatti.
It's a Bugatti.
Something we can't afford. Something I'm not writing down on my goals.
I can't even pronounce it. It's $3.5 million.
I'm not even going to write that on my goals. I ain't even going to bother God with that one.
It comes out next year.
Yeah, so he already has put that money down. He got rid of an old Bugatti and sold that off because he wants to make space for this new one.
Yeah, you know how rich you got to be able to say, yeah, right. You know how rich you got to be able to say, yeah, I'm getting rid of my old Bugatti.
Just getting a new Bugatti.
When you got a certain amount of money, a Bugatti's a Bugatti. Ain't no such thing as old and new.
Nope.
I'll take that.
But when you're rich, it's old and new.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Kanye has announced the details of his show. He's doing that show at Madison Square Garden, we said, during New York Fashion Week. It's also going to be the world premiere of his new album, Waves, in its entirety. That's going to happen February 11th. They said he's not performing, but it's like an album listening party and fashion preview for his collection.
Listen, Def Jam has to have promo merchandise. You know those things they have at games where it's like one finger in the air?
Oh, yeah.
The big foamy things. He has to get that with the title Waves on it. They got to play into it. Why not?
Well, they're still trying to figure out, do we like Waves, do we like Swish, or possibly a third title?
He got to go with Waves now.
So help me God.
Or would you put like a little brown thing on the point finger?
You're right. No, you don't have to do it.
Now, all of those titles work with the whole finger thing.
You're assuming
so
he doesn't use
God,
Anima.
Waves or Swish, they all work.
But like finger waves.
I remember one time Kanye was going to name his album Good Ass Job. I remember interviewing him years ago when I was on Wendy Williams, and he was like, it was going to be college dropout, late registration, graduation, and then Good Ass Job. I don't know what happened to Good Ass Job, though.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Kanye West is also going to be on SNL, so they did announce that
You said Kanye's in the S&M. No. Drop one of the clues for Kanye West. Kanye is a freak.
He said SNL.
No, he's going to be on Saturday Night Live on February 13th with host Melissa McCarthy.
Oh.
And that's right after he puts out his album. So that's a lot going on. All right, and that is your Rumor Report. I'm Angela Yee.
All right, thank you, Miss
Don't forget
Yee.
this OJ story is coming on tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to check that out.
That comes on tonight?
It's on, is that on
it's
ID?
on FX, I think.
I'm not sure. We'll find out.
The O.J. Simpson movie comes on tonight?
It's like a
documentary type.
The People versus O.J. Simpson. It's on
the
FX.
one with Cuba Gooding Jr.?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Now I got something to watch tonight. All right.
Well, shout out to our family at Revolt. We'll see you guys tomorrow. You can catch us on Revolt each and every weekday morning. Peace, Revolt. And everybody else, the People's Choice Mix is up next. You want to hear something? 800-585-1051 at DJ M to get your request in. And it's Gucci's birthday. Gucci Mane.
Gucci Mane.
So we're going to play some Gucci joints in the mix, all right? It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. That's pretty fun.
Charlamagne the devil?
The Breakfast Club.
Well, Donkey today for Tuesday, February 2nd goes to DeMarcus Cousins of the Sacramento Kings. Now, I think it was last week. I don't know. I get the days mixed up. Stacey Dash made those comments about BET and Black History Month. You remember those comments? you know, where she said that we need to get rid of Black History Month and BET. Well, I disagree with those comments because the beauty of America is the cultural diversity of America. It's black here, whites here, Jewish people here, Italians here, Hispanics, Italians, of course, the Native Americans, Asians. The list goes on and on. We have all these nationalities, all these races here in America. And yes, we are all Americans, but we have other cultures here too, and the other cultures should be allowed to celebrate their individual cultures. You know, whether it's with niche programming on TV or people having their own months to celebrate their heritage, doesn't matter. Let people rep their set. Now, what's beautiful about this is that as Americans, it's all inclusive. One of the best nights of my life was hanging out with my Italian homie, Tom Scalpi, and he took me to the feast in Little Italy here in New York. We had an amazing time. I liked it. You know, I love kicking it with the Italians and seeing how they get down during the feast. And that's just one of the beautiful things about America. I can experience other people's cultures, but I wouldn't get that opportunity if we got rid of the niche stuff like Stacey Dash wants to do. Not only should we not get rid of it, we should make it our duty to embrace other people in America and step outside of our comfort zones and get to see what's going on in other people's worlds, because if we do that, we can avoid mistakes like the one DeMarcus Cousins made last night. Now, February 8th starts the Chinese New Year. You know how I know this? Because Angela Yee
says it all the time.
Exactly.
I don't say it all the time.
Yes,
I just
you
said
do.
it
Yes, you do.
this week.
No, you don't.
You've been saying it for the past 5 years around this time, okay?
Yes, absolutely.
Every January.
Go ahead, Bachoy.
Exactly.
Yes.
Every year, Angela Yee gets excited, and
I get my red envelopes with money.
literally every day. What are we doing for Chinese New Year?
I'm having a dinner.
She reps her set, as she should, okay? I also know that this Chinese New Year is the year of the monkey, right?
Red fire monkey.
What does that mean exactly?
It's going to be a very lucky year for certain people, but it depends on what your sign is, what year you were born in. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, see, you learned something new today, kid. Well, clearly, since Chinese New Year starts next week, right, the 8th, the Sacramento Kings decided to commemorate the Chinese New Year by giving away black T-shirts with a purple monkey on the front. Why wouldn't they? California has one of the largest Asian American populations in the country. Let me rep for the people who come here to support the games. I'm sure that's their mentality. Well, DeMarcus Cousins clearly knows nothing about the Chinese New Year, because since yesterday was the first day of Black History Month, DeMarcus said he found the T-shirts with the monkey on the front racially insensitive.
Oh, boy.
And he complained about it to the Sacramento Kings, so the Sacramento Kings canceled the T-shirt giveaway. They had all the T-shirts already on all the seats, but they had to remove them because DeMarcus Cousins was bitching. Now, if you don't know, porch monkey have been used as a racial slur towards blacks for years, but in this context, DeMarcus, you had nothing to be offended about. In fact, I'm offended that you don't respect the culture of others enough to allow this to happen. Now, if you initially were offended and then asked someone, yo, what's up with all these monkeys on the shirts? After someone explains to you,
It's the year of the monkey.
after they explain it to you, then you should simply say, oh, I get it, and go back to practicing free throws. It's Chinese New Year, the year of the monkey. The same way you want people to recognize your black heritage this month, Asian Americans want to celebrate and get their heritage recognized too. And you took that away from them, DeMarcus, simply because you don't know any better. Okay? Everything ain't racism, bruh. What you should have been pissed off about is that your Sacramento Kings aren't giving out T-shirts to celebrate Black History Month. If you cared so much, you should have talked to the director of basketball operations about making sure Black History Month was properly recognized with T-shirts as well. Look, DeMarcus Cousins, you are not entitled to your opinion, okay? You are entitled to your informed opinion. All right, no one is entitled to be ignorant. This, my friend, is ignorant. You felt like the monkeys were racially insensitive because you didn't know any better. Once someone told you what the monkeys meant, once you were informed, you should have respected the Chinese heritage the same way you would want someone to respect yours. But instead, you know, once you were informed, you decided to be sincerely ignorant and consciously stupid. And in the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., nothing in the world is more dangerous than sincere ignorance and conscious stupidity. DeMarcus, you sound stupid as hell. You sound as stupid as white people who thought Cam Newton dabbing had something to do with gangs. Okay? DeMarcus Cousins, we aren't the only culture in the world, all right? You need to apologize to Asian Americans. Let the Kings do their T-shirt giveaway, and then go eat some dim sum and some duck sliders with your Asian American fan base, okay? Give DeMarcus Cousins the biggest hee-haw, please.
And by the way, if you were born in the year of the goat, this would be a very lucky year for you.
What's the year of the
year of the goat?
What's the year of the goat?
It's right before the year of the monkey.
So it's not lucky for the year of the monkeys?
For the goats, it'll be the luckiest.
Oh,
the monkey, you'll be all right. But you have to be very careful with your finances.
If you're born in the year of the monkey.
Yes.
Do they call the people that are born in the year of the monkey monkeys?
No, they were just born in the year of the monkey.
This guy right here. All right, thank you for that donkey today. Now, when we come back, we got the positive note. Don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Man, morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, it's time for the positive note of the day, Charlamagne, but you got a Black History Month moment?
Yes, man. It's Black History Month. You know, all month long, we're going to be acknowledging new Black History Month legends and new Black History Month moments. Today, we have a new Black History Month moment.
And now, the Breakfast Club presents a new Black History Month moment.
When Nino Brown sacrificed a waffle-colored Negro named Kareem Akbar to save himself and told the truth about the drug trade in America.
You're the one who's guilty. Lawmakers, the politicians, the Colombian drug lords, all you who lobby against making drugs legal. I mean, come on, let's kick the ballistics here. Ain't no Uzis made in Harlem. I mean, not one of us in here owns a poppy field. This thing is bigger than Nino Brown. This is big business. This is the American way.
Were you or were you not head of the Narcotics Consortium, the murderously bloody CMB?
Yes, I was a member. But I was forced into this way of life. And I wanted to get out, but they threatened to kill my mother.
Who are you talking about, Mr. Brown? What they?
Look at it. Kareem Akbar. That's right, the educated brother from the bank. He's the real head of the CMB, the brains behind the whole thing. I told you, this thing's bigger than Nino Brown, and I gotta listen. If I'm going down, I'm taking a whole lot of people with me.
Order in the court.
Now, I know a lot of y'all think that was snitching, but keep in mind, whenever a dark-skinned man tells on a khaki-colored Negro to save himself, it's not snitching, it's called justice. Nino Brown, sacrificing a waffle-colored Negro to save himself. A new Black History Month moment.
And this has been another new Black History Month moment, courtesy of the Breakfast Club.
All right, well, that was a great moment.
That's right, you know what I'm saying? One of y'all had to die. You know, one of y'all had to go down in order for us dark-skinned brothers to live.
You're so black.
Contrary to popular belief, I'm still dark-skinned. Right? Now,
leave us on a positive note, man.
This comes from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Nothing in the world is more dangerous than sincere ignorance and conscious stupidity. Smarten up, Nas. Not Nas, but people.
I got you.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
One is the Breakfast Club. Good morning. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God.
Hello, hello, hello.
Shout out to Tank for joining us again.
Yeah, salute to Tank. You know, man, I respect any man that can come in here and say that he enjoys a good tongue in his butt, because a lot of men, you know, don't like to talk about those type of things.
Can you stay still while you say that?
Yeah, why are you moving around like that? You got the mud butt over there?
And it's not something that you should request, but if a girl wants to do that to you, let her do it, bruh.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? She can never talk bad about you ever again. Anytime she get fly at the mouth, yeah, but you ate my butt.
But can you guys ask for it or no?
No, I wouldn't ask for it. Don't request it.
Well,
girl, that's what he asked me to do.
You guys have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy the weather. It's supposed to be close to 60 degrees today, so enjoy that. It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. Home and Angie Martinez and Pro Styles up next.